Welcome to Gwent Trivia, ladies and gentlemen. This is Season 3, Episode 5. What was Episode 5? Empire Strikes Back, actually. So that's a pretty big one. That was my favorite Star Wars movie, and might be my favorite episode, because I am reunited with one of my long-lost Polish brethren, my Braciszek himself. The one and only Pawel Burza is here, as well as GhostArya, coming in clutch. Now, Arya was supposed to be on a future episode, but since our good friend Ryan Godric is at home recovering from COVID, we all wish him well, but Arya's coming here. And of course, there's always Christo, who's fresh off of a wonderful victory, if I'm not mistaken, from last week. So we're going to see if that trend of victories continues, friends. This is Gwent Trivia. You don't know what this is. It's a lowly little game show where we like to bring on some wonderful guests of the Gwent community and test their knowledge of the game that they are so passionate about. And I have 3 of said guests who are really intimately, just connected to not just you guys, but to the game itself. So let's go ahead. Let's meet the first contestant. Let's go see Pawel Burza. Now, for those who don't know you, Burza, you are best known for eating punchki and riding bikes. Am I correct about this?
Yeah, I can totally agree. That's my favorite thing. Actually, probably riding bikes and eating punchki in that order, because
In that
the
order.
other order it might get yeah.
I mean, you could do both. I mean, you do have that kind of, just put a basket with tassels and stuff on your bike and just fill it with a box of punchki. You're all good, my friend. I'm really glad that you're here. It's nice to see you. This is really bittersweet, because a lot of the times we get to see each other a few times a year and hang out and have a good time, but this is as close as we'll get to go. Just reach out and touch you, but not quite, but it's very close. Now, obviously, Pawel, you've chosen Scoia'tael. There is a relationship there that you have with this faction. Now, I just want to know 2 things. Number 1, I want to know why Scoia'tael is so dear to your heart. The second thing is I want to know what your buzz-in is, a voice line from Scoia'tael.
So why Scoia'tael? I don't know. It's always been the faction that I've kind of been drawn to. I love elves, dwarves, ever since I was a kid and was reading anything by Tolkien. So yeah, that was kind of my go-to place. And I always liked them because back in the day, and when we had The Witcher 3, Jorved was like a super awesome character that I was also drawn to, so kind of stuck with that.
Awesome.
Does it have to be a voice line from a card, or can it just be a card name, for example? Can it just be...
you can yell out a card name if you want. I mean, like Elf and Onion Soup, you could just shout that. It's just kind of long-winded, but I mean, whatever floats your boat.
No, it's gonna be Pavko Gale.
Pavko Gale. Wonder why. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. We'll come back and circle back. Let's go see Arya, GhostArya again, of the Hamster Brigade, the Hamster Army. Benedict the Hamster, your namesake, there's like some type of hamster theme that goes on in your chat. Now, we all know Benny the Hamster, and I guess we all want to know about you, but we also want to know a little bit about this dear hamster of yours.
No, I understand people want to know more about the hamster than me. It's fine. So yeah, no. Benny might stop by. If he does, please stop the show. Like that's top priority. Okay. No, I think you guys understand.
Oh,
so
definitely.
if he does, I will bring him up, so you all meet him.
Okay, great. So there is an actual option for some actual Benny time, which is great. Now, you've chosen Syndicate, which is probably as counter meta as possible, frankly, because I think you're maybe one of like 1% of the Gwent population that actually choose Syndicate right now. Now, where is this coming from in terms of representing the Syndicate, and what is your buzz-in? What is your buzz-in voice line?
It's mainly coming from that Burza already took Scoia'tael, and Syndicate was the only other faction that I feel like is fun for me, and it still provides some kind of interesting gameplay, even in these times of I don't know, Northern Realms witchers and stuff like that. And the buzzing was kind of difficult to choose, but I decided to go with. Should I say it now?
Well,
I
yeah,
should.
absolutely. We need to know.
Oh yeah, true. The 15 years in the sewers, begging like the beast, but only the 15 years. I'm not gonna
Okay,
say the
so
whole
I was gonna
quest line.
say it might be a good strategy to kind of shorten that up, and otherwise it's just gonna take forever. The show does usually try to fit within a framework of 60 minutes, and if that's if you're gonna be buzzing in every question, it's gonna be a long affair. But it's all good. All right, we're glad to hear it, and hopefully as we see Benny down the line, let's go see Chris. Again for like the 400th time. I don't
You're
know.
not tired of me yet? Not
I
fed
am
up?
so tired of you. It's been 30 years I've been tired. It's all good, my friend. Now, again, you're in the same kind of fortress of mental solitude here. You've got Lieutenant Buck on the wall. You're off another win, so you got two
Correct.
under your belt, if I'm not mistaken. What's your strategy here moving forward in terms of because you're at 500 now, and you got to get into the in the plus win rate because it's all about win rates.
It's all about win rates. It's all about percentages. You got to go down to the numbers. I have been spending my time studying Gwent in and out, counting the tactics, learning how to spell. I have it all ready to go. That's actually a blatant bold-faced lie, but I'm still excited. Going for the trifecta today. Though, looking at chat, I'm starting to wonder if having Benny on as the third guest would not have gotten us more views. So
he might be the only thing furrier than you right now with that. Big, beautiful, illustrious beard. You have
the COVID haircut.
Exactly, the COVID cut. You do have Monsters as your faction of choice,
Correct.
and I believe this is the first time that Monsters has been selected this season. So,
Yes.
Is this a pity choice, or is this just a matter of it's just you know what? Let's switch it up.
I've just been going through all the different factions and I have arrived on Monsters, and I wasn't sure what to pick because I've got Monsters and I believe Northern Realms is the only one I have not picked so far, but I have my voice line or my buzz-in that I wanted to select, and it meant I had to pick Monsters. I do need to clear it by you because it's not exactly a card name or a voice line. So I'm gonna clarify you.
Is it just the 3 dots that like the that Gurnakora would just shout out, or what is it?
I was going through a few of them, and a lot of them are just random rumblings, and I wasn't sure I wanted to do that on stream. But my buzz-in, if you're okay with this, Flake, is going to be Larry.
Oh, well, just give him the absolute victory right now. Okay, I'm all for that. No problem.
Beautiful.
Great. Yeah, you've recovered yourself. You're back in my good books. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the 3 contestants. Their buzz-ins are secured and identified. The other question now is, what are the rules of Gwent? Well, there's 3 rounds. Very simple. Round 1 is general trivia. Easy. Just random questions. And our 3 contestants will buzz in. A correct answer, 2 points. A incorrect answer, we take the points back. It's very simple. Well, minus 1 point for an incorrect answer. At the end of the round, do a little recap, move on to round 2. Round 2, visual cues. You use your eye spaces to identify what's missing from a card. A card will be skewed, zoomed in, something missing, and our players will then have to identify it. Same situation. Buzz in, 2 points for the correct answer, minus 1 for an incorrect answer. And round 3, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're all here to witness. It is the mass humiliation of the artistic merit of our 3 contestants, where in fact they have to draw a card that we have selected for them to draw. Now, part of it is that you get to choose what the 3rd card is. So all throughout the show, I'll be keeping an eye on Twitch chat. You can go ahead at Watch Flake in the chat and tell me what card you want our 3 contestants to draw. And it's not about artistic, ability here. It's how they sell it to you, because you guys are going to be deciding via Twitch poll who is the winner of each of those particular drawing rounds. Anyways, all right. So for all ready to go, no more chit chat. Let's all buzz in at the same time so I can know that you guys are ready to rock and roll.
Larry.
15 years.
Go Gil.
Kogel. All
Sounds
right.
like a superhero.
It does. It
Superman.
just shows up out of nowhere. All right, here we go. All right. Question number 1, ladies and gentlemen. How many non-token cards have resilience? How many non-token cards have or can obtain resilience?
Go Gil.
Yes.
4.
Ooh, 4 is very close, but it is incorrect.
He sounded so confident.
He did sound so confident. And straight away, with a birdie on hole number 1. Pavko is 1 under par for the course so far. Anybody else want to take a stab at this?
This feels like a Mark question.
This was actually a Flake question.
Oh, interesting.
I will say this. It is more than I thought. I was like, there's like 4 to just sort of mirror Pavko's answer.
15 years.
Yes, Arya.
Is it 7?
Ooh, 7? No, it is not 7. All right. And if anybody wants to take a stab at this before we move on.
I'll Larry it up. If
Yeah.
everybody else is going to go 1 in the hole, let's take a shot and let's go 10.
10 is a lot closer. It is actually 12. It is 12 there that can get it. And if you go and take a look at it, between the sausage maker and God knows how many other random cards. I said non-token because we're not counting Shoop. Shoop is technically a token, but there we go. It is 12. It's a lot. So when I said that 4 was close, that was a big fat lie. All right, moving on to number 2. Everybody started off real good here.
We'll make it 4 next time.
Yeah, you just wait till the next patch. We'll fix all of this and make this whole video look stupid. All right. What faction has the most cards that create a poison status? What faction has the most cards that create a poison status?
Pavko Gale.
Yes.
Syndicate.
It is Syndicate. Kablamo, easy. Look at that, and just taking a commanding lead right now by 2 points. Into the positives you go. He's back with the dab of justice. Yes, 8. 8 poisons. Still getting out poisoned by Nilfgaard somehow, but 8 poisons for Syndicate. Look at that. Amazing. All right, next up. Now, when the Treant Mantis stock springs, what is the flipped version called? What is the flipped version of Treant Mantis stock called? Treant Mantis stock. Now it springs, becomes something new.
Larry.
Yes.
Strike?
It is Strike. It is Treant Mantis Strike. Look at that. Incredible. And Pavko's like, yeah, I slept through that meeting. Absolutely. No problem. All right, here we
I remember it
go.
starts with an S, but I forgot the. Yeah.
I knew it started with Samsonite. Yeah, I knew it started with an S. All right, here we go. What school does Shoop go to in order to spawn a random row effect exclusively on an enemy row for 3 turns?
Pavko Gale.
Yes.
Banard.
Is that the? I don't think so. But it's so there's okay. Well, we'll negate that answer. You play Shoop. You choose one of 3 schools.
Oh, okay.
Which one? There's Mage, Hunter, Knight. So there's if 2 of you are wrong, the 3rd one should get a freebie.
Can you repeat the question once again?
All right. So what school does Shoop have to go to in order to have the effect of spawning a random row effect on an enemy row for 3 turns?
Mage.
That
Pavko
is
Gale, Mage.
no, it is not Mage. It's okay. You're back to 0. You're where you started. All right. Who is going to take the 50-50 here? This is how it goes because whoever is incorrect.
We've seen this clip on
1,000
Gwent
times.
Trivia every week, and every week my 66% is not good enough, so I am not taking a 50-50. There's no chance.
All right.
Okay,
hold
can
on
you
here.
say the 2 options again?
Okay. There's Mage, which
Which is not.
yes.
That's not it, yeah.
Burza already just dunked that one real hard. So we're going to go on either Hunter or Knight. This is just, and Chris, I'm ending the question before
Okay,
you can
15
answer.
years. It's night.
It is not Knight. No, it is not Knight.
Answer.
And sorry, Chris, I'm not letting you answer this. 'cause
But
it's
that's
way
been
too-
my trivia strategy for the 5
has.
episodes so far.
Exactly. Your reactionary Nilfgaard lockdown strategy can suck it. So we're not letting that happen. All right. No, it is Hunter. It is Hunter is the one. Mage spawns weather effects on all rows, but I said exclusively on an enemy row, and that's how that goes. All right, here we go. Next one. What is the highest base-powered elf in Gwent? What is the highest base-powered elf in Gwent?
Larry,
Yes.
I have to make sure I say this one correctly. The An El Conqueror.
It is the An El Conqueror. A little bit of a sort of a curveball there because it is actually a monster card. You'd think that the highest provision or the highest strength elf would come from Scoia'tael. In fact, no, it is those monster people. And look at you getting that monster question right with monsters as your faction.
Reppin' monsters.
What is now? Here's the next question. What is the lowest provision gold unit? What is the lowest provision gold unit? This has changed recently in the past 6 months or so, I believe. But it was always one card, and then it recently became this card. So there's a little hint for you. What is the lowest provision gold unit? It's played. This is a card that gets played. So don't think I'm just pulling something out of the
your NL Conqueror.
Well, that was a nasty little question. I won't.
Larry.
Yes,
It is Maxi.
it is in fact Maxi Van Dekar. You got it. That's the one. That is the one. All right, here we go. Question number 7. Chris with a commanding lead. The other two running in place. It's all good. Here we go. Which stratagem has the ability boost the unit in your hand by 3? What is the name of the stratagem that has the ability boost the unit in your hand by 3? Burza, the game is Gwent. We'll introduce it to you one day.
15 years?
Yes, Arya, coming in.
Is it the engineering solution?
It is not the engineering solution. No, the engineering solution is boost by 4 and give shield, but you were close.
Okay.
You were close. There was the letter E in it, so you were I can try to draw some strings between the two here, and it's all right.
I only know the names of like 3 of them, so
Well,
I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. I'd rather stay at 0 than get negative points.
yes, and the bus is driven by the 8 resilient units that Pawel forgot about. All right, so no answers here. Chat's probably going to throw it out there. You guys can go for it. Question over. The correct answer is the Enchanted Armor. The Enchanted Armor is the correct answer for that one. A very unplayed card. I think I've ever encountered it once in a meme Aglius nonsense deck. All right, here we go. What faction, other than Scoia'tael and neutral cards, has units with the elf tag? This is a sequencing error. Yes.
It's the monsters, right?
It is the monsters. Yeah, this was a sequencing error.
is this a trick question?
We should have put this ahead. This was a freebie. This was a lifeline question that we threw out there. Because when we're writing this, Mark and I are often writing the questions simultaneously on the same Google Doc. So he probably wrote that, and I wrote the other one ahead of it, and we just didn't think in our mind.
Don't take my points away from me.
No, these are hard-fought points. You got this fair and square. All right, question number 9, ladies and gentlemen. How many artifacts are swords? How many artifacts are swords? S-words, if they will. Now, there's plenty of artifacts in the game, but a certain amount of them, I almost said how many, are swords. Think about them. One of them went through a massive nerf and was never seen again. Another one of them was actually replaced in most decks by a tactic, by a special card. Another one of them was played against me hilariously. And another one of them I didn't even know existed until I wrote this question. So,
Larry?
Yes.
3.
No, you are incorrect. That it is not 3, but it was close. Anybody? Swords. Swords are those big knives with handles.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
All right, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. We're gonna throw this one out to chat. The question is over. If you were paying attention, I gave you this exact amount by describing them.
Fuck.
Nobody was paying attention. I said one of them was this, one of them was that, one of them was this, and one of them was that. If you're paying attention,
I thought you were tricking us.
if you're paying attention, that's 4. At minimum 4, and Chris says 3. Price is Right rules do not come into play here. All right, now I feel generous, so if I'll say if anyone can buzz in and name 2 of them, I will give some points away.
Pavkogel.
Yes.
Teshamutna sword and Sehel.
That is correct. Exactly. Now, Tesha Mutna is one of them. Sehil obviously is the one that got nerfed,
something.
yeah, got something. They got the wrath of Jason Slama.
Yes.
That's what it had. And Hengate Sword, again, which was often used against spies, but now you have all kinds of other stuff like coup de grace instead. So, all right, here we go. Last one, simple, easy. What card has the artwork that depicts a being playing Gwent? What card has someone
50
playing?
years.
Yes, Arya.
Barnabach, the gnome, right?
I don't know if that. Well, that is. I'm going to the judges. Okay, we'll say it right. It's Percival Schutenbach, but it is the gnome, and we're going to give you points for that. So there you have it. That's the one right there. Good for you, Arya. 2 points for Arya on that one, and we're going to recap the scores real quick here because it's a lot closer than we thought. It's not a runaway in any way. Last episode, I think Chris was ahead with like 10 points right out of the gate, but you all started by digging yourself a trench, and now that you've emerged from it, here we are with your modest gains. Chris again in the lead, but just trailing right behind is Arya, and then the generous, the oh so generous Pawel Burza, who has decided that points are for his compatriots and not for himself, has decided to just let the other people answer questions. It's all good. It's all good. Because round 2, ladies and gentlemen, is where this all gets naughty and nasty, and we're going to get setting up for round 2 now. Again, the way we play round 2 is a little bit different. This is all visual cues, so you guys can have a lot of fun watching this one as well. I know you guys have been going ahead and dropping in all the correct answers in the chat there, but don't forget !keg party if you want to go ahead at the end of the episode. We do give away some kegs to you guys out there, so hit that up, get in there, and if we're ready to rock and roll, I think it's ready. It's time for round 2, friends. We're going to round 2 now. Round 2, again, for lack of better title, is visual treats. Now, we do have something special here. We're going to give you a little example of what we're meaning. Now, again, we're going to show you a picture. Something's going to be missing, skewed, zoomed in, distorted. You got to tell us what it is. For example, there's this picture. Here's a picture for you guys to take a look at. Now, if you want to take a look, just be like, okay, this looks something, but there's something missing from this picture. Can anyone figure it out? Now you may be, okay, blah, 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 whatever. Who is this manly stud riding this aluminum steed? We don't know. Nonetheless, if we take a look and we flick our fingers, there it is. We're missing me in the crowd cheering him on. That is what's missing. So that's basically how this works. This is how this round works. So if we're all ready to rock and roll, let's go for it, friends. So this is how this happens. All right, next up, or first up rather, is for visual treats. If we're all ready to go, everyone buzz in at the same time.
Larry.
Perfect, easy. All right, so here we go. The card, ladies and gentlemen, is Furko the Sculptor, but something is missing from Furko the Sculptor. What is missing from Furko the Sculptor?
Larry.
Oh, God, I got to go to the judges. It's Arya.
The knife.
The knife is missing. Yes, exactly. He's saying, look at this. This butter was tasty. Would you like to taste it? No, seriously, taste this butter. Okay. Number 2. Tell me, what card is this? What card are we looking at here? There's a little zoomed in version of this card. What card is this? Pixels and definition is not our strong suit nonetheless. What card is this?
15 years.
Yes, Arya.
Is it Cantarella?
It is in fact Cantarella. Yes, it is. He's just going ahead and, before there were DMs to slide into, that's how you kind of checked your check your messages. You go in his pocket. Who sent you this scroll? All right. Next up, the card, my friends, is the giant boar. But something is missing from the giant boar. What is missing from the giant boar?
Gale?
Yes.
The little boarlets at the bottom?
I said piglets, boarlets. I don't even know if that's a word, but you got it right. Yeah, absolutely. What else is missing? Probably about 2 hours at 350 and some barbecue sauce, but that's just a horrible thing to say.
Ooh.
Delicious. They were all
actually the guy in the background is one of the developers.
Is he?
Yeah.
Does he actually have boars and pigs and stuff?
No, he doesn't, but he has an awesome beard.
Who is that person? Like, now's the time, because I like to go through the cards sometimes and say who the cards are meant to represent.
Yeah, I'll send you a link so people don't spoil it, so you can be the first one to reveal it.
Oh, of who this person is? Deal. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Plus,
right.
he's on Twitter and stuff, so you can.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the dude in the background and not the actual pig itself. Like, I just want to make sure, because that.
Yes.
Okay.
The dude
thanks.
in the background holding the little piglet.
Okay.
Piglet borlets or whatever. I
It's
don't know if
funny-
borlets are real.
It's funny because the like the strength of the card should just block out his entire face, and we'll never know who it is. It's like that scene from Monsters Inc. where it's like the thing's like just covering Mike Wazowski. All right, the card, friends, is Cut Up Lackey. Something's missing from the Cut Up Lackey. What is missing from this card?
Pafko Gale.
Besides a second copy in Mark's collection.
Pafko Gale.
Yes.
He's holding a Joker card, if I remember correctly. Or
I
at least
will.
he's holding a card in his hand, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
we'll give you the generality of it. Absolutely, it is. In fact, he is holding a card. It's the Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades, yeah. Like
No
famous card.
sleeves to hide it up. So, but he does have that like baton to just threaten people. Like, nothing up my sleeve. It's like, no, it's because it's in your hand.
Ooh.
All right.
I
Here
got
we go.
back from 1 point. Now I can chill.
Oh yeah, you're looking at that. Now Chris is the one who sucks. All right. The card. Well, you tell me what the card is. Here we go. What card is this, friends? What card is this? Pavko Gale himself has been is doing his best Neil Peart impression. Not quite work out. This one's a tough one because this is kind of a little out of left field. This card, I'll give you some hints. This card used to be played very, very. It was one of those kind of flex cards, but it was definitely a meta choice. This card, let's see. This card used to kind of really hurt very big meta cards like the Great Oak. It used to suck against, or it used to be really effective against. Let's see. It was effective against like the Great Oak. It was effective against like Spear Tip.
Larry.
Yes.
It's what's his face? Shillard something.
Yes.
Shillard.
It is Shillard. It is Shillard Fitz Osterlin.
Yes.
That is in fact him. Again, this was a card that used to be in the meta about a year or so ago, and it was kind of in and out. It was definitely a flavor choice. All right. Look at those scores, so tight. All right.
I remember the card. Sorry to jump in. I remember that card was broken, and at one point there was no blood on the blade, and he was just like cleaning nothing up off of it.
Yeah,
It
no
was funny.
CD. Leave him be.
But nobody saw that. It was funny.
He's preparing it. He sometimes a polished blade. It's all for show.
Yeah.
So the card, ladies and gentlemen, is the Karak Frigate. What is missing from the Karak Frigate? Again, besides the second copy in Mark's collection. We're going to start a GoFundMe for scraps. This one's tough.
Larry?
Yes, Chris.
Is it the guy with the thing that he looks through to see things?
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
Next week's prize will be a dictionary for Chris.
Beautiful.
That is correct. It's the crew on the spotter on the bow of the ship.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Host, what's that thing called then?
The Carrick
telescope?
Marine.
Is it a telescope?
I mean, it's not like it's a completely out there. A spyglass is also a good answer as well, I guess. It could be a fucking stretchy look face, like we can call it the stretchy look face. That's part of it, but
You guys know who he is actually in the Gwent team?
okay. So this is actually based on someone else as well.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Crack Marine is. That I knew.
Carrick Marine. Yeah, it's our art director, Remy.
Oh well, Remy is
Right.
now on that ship looking for land.
Exactly.
That's perfect for him. Awesome. He was looking for that roadmap that we got yesterday. Where is it? We got it. All right. So here we go. Next up, the question or the card is tactical advantage. You start with it on the board. You see it very often, but something is missing from tactical advantage. What is missing from tactical advantage?
Pafko Gale.
Yes.
She's holding a scale in her other hand.
She is holding a scale in her other hand. The scale is gone. What happens to... There we go. Yes. Perfect. I get you coming through. This is a real tight race here. All right. Next up. The card. Well, you tell me the card. Straight up right into its face. What card is this?
Ooh, Buffalo Gale.
Yes. Ooh.
Regis.
It is Regis.
My boy.
My boy Regis.
My
Yes.
boy.
And his birdie friends. Yes, there's a raven or a crow there that's
I
looking mighty.
love this card.
menacing.
I love this card.
Yes. There he is, Regis in all his glory, just sitting there being awesome. For you, check it out, Pawel Gale, Pawel Burza himself coming in.
Yeah.
Taking the
Started
lead.
at the bottom, now we here.
Oh, you all started at the bottom, and now you're. I guess so. Yeah, you are here. Still lots to go though, so chill out there, Drake. We're gonna get there. All right, the card is morale. What is missing from morale? What is missing from morale?
Larry.
15 years.
Christo.
The scorpion.
Yes, the scorpion is gone. It was there and now it's gone. He's putting it in a shoe that looks so uncomfortable. Dear Lord,
Pretty nice looking shoe.
it's a good looking shoe, I guess. And I suppose with that little hook toe, you can just like hang them like next to your coat or something like that if you needed to. I don't know. I'm not into shoe physics, so.
Fun fact: the guy selling this stuff, his face depicts one of our senior animators that used to work with us.
Oh, really? And what was
I
that
should be
person's
getting
name?
bonus points for this.
You should. Yeah, we'll tally him up at the end. We're all fighting for a brand new 2021 all-wheel drive nothing is what we're all fighting for. So it's gonna be good.
Cool.
What happened to my dictionary?
No, the dictionary is a crowdfunding thing. I'm not paying for that.
Okay.
All right, so the next one is the card is collusion, but there's something missing from collusion. What is missing from collusion?
15 years?
Yes, Arya.
The little like chess pieces?
Yeah, the figurines are gone. Where were they? They were just out of there. And again, solid work by Marcus for cleaning it up real nice there. And not only just adding me to the crowd of that bike race, but also making me look decent just in general. Awesome stuff. All right, there we go. The map figurines. Now we do have a bonus one. Here we go. What is missing from this picture?
Buffalo Gale.
Yes.
Me.
Well, besides you, yes, besides you, but I figured that you would get this. There's something missing from this picture.
Yeah, at the bottom it has the statue thingy, right?
Well, it's got the three little dudes there, the three little coin or medallions or whatnot. Yeah, there they are. Beautiful. If anybody wants to know, this is Burza's favorite beer that he offered me at the end of Gwent Challenger 4 in Fake Skellige.
Yeah,
And the fun part about this, the fun part about this was everybody told me not to drink it because it was like steaming elephant piss, but I did drink it because it wasn't bad after a long day, but I've had better. Nonetheless, it's all good.
That's our origin story.
Yeah, that's
how
where we bonded.
Yes.
Yeah, we bonded over like this dollar beers, but they were okay. They weren't so bad nonetheless. All right, so that wraps up round 2. The scores are looking really close, which means that round 3 is oh so much more important. And who decides who wins round 3? Well, that's going to be you guys there in chat. We're going to be moving over real soon to round 3, and I still need to see some more suggestions from you guys out in chat. Round 3 is the fun round. We're going to be going through to all the drawing phases as Mark gets us ready and sets us up for round 3. There you have it. There's the first 2 rounds are in the books. The scores are insanely tight here. So it's all going to come down to round 3, where our 3 contestants are going to be drawing cards, 2 of which have been predetermined, and one of which is pretty much a viewer's choice. So go ahead and at me in the chat, at WatchFlake, and tell us what card you want our 3 contestants to draw. Now, again, the rules here are simple. We're going to name a card. Our 3 contestants are going to have about a minute to draw it. Now, it's not about photorealism. It's not about how well they draw. But yes, Burza has raided the nearby kindergarten for all the coloring supplies. Make sure that he's well equipped for this. But it's going to come down to showing and presenting and selling the artwork to you guys, the viewers, where in which you guys will then vote on who you think is best. 3 points go to whoever wins it. Wow, that guy's face is a pencil shaving. That is okay. All right. All right, here we go. So if we're all ready to go, just buzz in with your sound bites and we'll get started.
Pavko Gale.
Larry.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, here we go. So the first card, if there was any doubt in anyone's mind, is Pavko Gale. Because we can't lose. In the immortal words of Henry Fang, we cannot lose. And that is pretty much how you summon the bad gods of RNG. All right. Pencils down, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see your hands up in the air. No cheating. Beauty. Excellent. Awesome. We're going to start with Arya. Arya, the card is Pavko Gale. You have the actual inspiration for Pavko Gale here. So how are you going to navigate this without, possibly getting in trouble?
Yeah, that was my main issue, so I decided not to draw Pavko at all. I went with Benny. Benny with a bow and leaks. I even used green for it, So he has the bow and he does pew pew. So I didn't want to open Pavko.
Now, are those very small hands or is nipples erect? I am not sure.
Very small hands. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It might have been very cold. I'm not sure. Okay, so perfect. Now, getting a good drawback on that bow might be problematic when you have really tiny hands like that, but it's all good. So Benny, it's a kind of a hamster-related version, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, there it is. So Benny is doing his best Pavko Gale impression. All right, Chris, you're up next. She danced around that one pretty cleanly.
So I had this really great idea. I was very optimistic about it until I realized very quickly that I am just an absolute garbage artist. So instead of drawing Pavko, I decided I would draw Burza in his natural habitat. So what I drew was a little bike. I had Pavko or Burza on the bike, Pavko on the bike with his little backpack and leaks sticking out. I'm just, like I said, incapable of drawing. So the idea was there. The actual execution is somewhat questionable.
It's when someone's like, oh, this constellation is is like a centaur, but it's 3 dots and you have to use your imagination. I am going to really encourage people to use your imagination to make that into a bike with a dude on it. God, just one more time, send it to me. Okay.
Solid.
Well, perfect. Excellent. That is clearly a lowrider. That was like a West Coast Chopper style bike too. All right. Beautiful. All right. Well, now again, Pawel Burza is next up on the docket here. Now the card was inspired by him, so show us what you've got.
Look, it is.
Ooh. What is that? Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Beautiful.
Can you please sell it? It looks like if somebody mutated Bart Simpson with a Ninja Turtle. That's kind of what I'm looking at right here. Now, can you sell us?
That's the bag on my back, man. Carrying all that shit.
Is it?
That's
okay.
Me. And I have more hair
very
than
hairy
in
shoulders.
reality, and that weird thing is a leak. It's not something weird other than, it's a leak.
Okay, I would recommend you get that checked out.
And a big ass bow.
Okay. Holy Moses. Because the way that you kind of slid that into the picture, into the frame, it's like, what on earth? Oh, it's a leak. Okay, great, awesome. Oh, there it is. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I wasn't sure about that part. But it's the first thing I drew, actually. And then the rest kind of.
Oh, is it? Okay, great. All right, so the the votes are in. Burza has won.
Yes.
With what could just be some type of weird mix between the Ring horror movie and a porno. That's kind of what that is. All right, moving on to number 2. The card, ladies and gentlemen, is Squirrel. It's the Squirrel. You gotta make this work. All right.
Oh God.
Pencils down, friends. Now we're gonna start with Chris because Chris, the last one was lacking. So I'm hoping that you injected a little bit more creativity into this one.
So my last one was lacking. I again like the idea, the execution, somewhat questionable. This one, I feel like I really reached deep down to my artistic core and put something together that might resemble animals. Anyway, let's give it a go. So here we have our squirrel.
What the hell is that?
It's an apple.
Okay,
The
no,
owl's
because
chasing the squirrel, the moon.
dear God, the focus needs to go like ramp up a bit because dear God, that doesn't look like a okay.
Tail, his curly tail.
Okay, there we go. All right, now it's a little bit more in focus. Before it was struggling, and I just saw some like
Maybe
what
it's better
looks
back
like
here.
what looks like an owl with
It's his tail, and then the owl claws trying to grab the squirrel. His little fluffy
Got it.
wings, the beak, the moon,
Well-
some leaves falling.
perfect. Okay, I see it. All right. Well, this episode's sponsored by Brazzers. We're gonna we're gonna move on to Burza. Burza, what you got for us, buddy?
Alrighty, there we go. Let me just there we go.
Hey!
That's a flying leak on top. It got rid of the bad owl. So the squirrel is happy, and it lives now in the forest. It can eat its acorn.
Now, are those super tiny trees or just one gigantic fucking squirrel?
No, man. It's perspective and all
Yeah.
that. The trees are in
Okay.
the background. That's why she's in the foreground. I mean, this is art. This is art. No arguing.
And the
And there's a
mythical
leak.
flying leak. Yes, the flying
Yes.
leak. Okay. Does this squirrel have a name by chance, Pavel, or what's the story?
No, that's Bob.
Oh,
Bob
Bob
the
the
squirrel.
squirrel. Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
Good old Bob. Don't call him Robert. He's just Bob now.
Yep.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There is Bob the squirrel with his. He's happy because he's got his acorn and he's clearly retired from squirrel digging, so he's just gonna go and live his life of merriment in the future. There it is, friends. All right. So the voting is up to you guys, ladies and gentlemen.
You're missing somebody.
We're missing somebody.
Okay.
Right. I thought that after seeing this, it was just never gonna. I'm bad. That's my bad. GhostArya, you're up. I just thought that after seeing Bob the squirrel, I was just so mesmerized by his merriment that I didn't even.
Fine.
I just-
You could have forgotten it. I would be glad, honestly, because I'm not sure what I was doing. Honestly, because I don't know how that's the all. She's like it's like super happy that it's chasing the squirrel and the squirrel is like super scared. But yeah, never. Yeah, this happened. Well,
I guess like he's got a little squirrel booty going too. That's pretty okay. Yeah, definitely a little squirrel booty, and it is just the disembodiment of the head of the owl. Like
yeah.
are those eyebrows or wings? I'm not sure. If
No, it was supposed to be like the simple bird you usually just draw, like it's just these two lines, and then I decided that you will understand that it's angry, so I added the eyes and the mouth.
looks like he's running from a pumpkin, but I mean,
Could be, yeah.
hey, you never know. Everyone has a phobia of sorts. Some of them are just irrational. All right, there it is. There is the squirrel as per Arya. So again, all right, I apologize again for skipping over you. I was just like the mesmerizing of Bob the squirrel has taken me over. But it's up to you guys. Do not be taken by Bob the squirrel like I was. All right, well there you have it. Arya comes through 53% of the votes, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big chunk of change. So congratulations to Arya, 53%. She's back in it again. Still anyone's game. One left to do. Now you all went out there. You all suggested something. There was one that caught my eye. Friends, the card for round 3, the final round, is Vilgefortz. I think Vilgefortz is a card that we still see played on occasion in certain archetypes. Definitely a resounding card that just sort of imprints itself in your memory. It's one of the OG cards. Okay, pencils down, friends. Just hands in the air like you just don't care. Put the last little whiskers on, the last little flames from the Vilgefortz head. It's happening. All right. So we're going to start this time. Pawel Burza, who is showing us that he feels confident. What do we got here?
There we go.
Wow. It looks like Count Chocula is assaulting somebody that has like very staticky hair. Okay.
Nah, he's burning him.
Is he? Okay.
He's going all in.
I like
Like,
how
he has
you
a cape because he's a mage, and I used some color because you called me out for not using color.
So the color you chose was purple, and you used black for flames.
I just wanted to add that I am colorblind. Okay, so I have all the colors, but I can't use them.
Now I feel like garbage. I feel totally bad. That might be a sympathetic plea to the chat, but wowee. Okay, I also want to make note that the guy's like has a broken leg at the bottom there. So not only did Vilgefortz break his legs for not paying, not making payment, but then he's burning his skull up. Okay. Anything else that you want to add here? Like, why is one of his eyes colored in? And
because he has one, one eye's kind of weird. Yeah. That's the whole idea.
Beautiful. That is a beautiful drawing. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, let's move on to Arya. Arya. Now, Vilgefortz is a card that it has its place. It used to see play, but it has one of the cooler premiums. So I want to see your interpretation.
I'm not sure you want to, but hey, what can I do at this point? I used the right color. I hope that's the only other color I had here. I really liked his cape, but it didn't come out the way I wanted it. It was supposed to be like magnificent cape, and you set pencils down when I was ramming the hair, so.
Okay, three strands is all you need. Just ask Homer Simpson. It's all you need. I like that he's got like the Nick Fury eye patch going on, which is cool, and he's kind of looks a little like Jack Skellington, so that's not bad. But the good props for the flame effect. That is very good use of time and space and color. So wicked cool. I do like it. Now, last plea, because this is your last chance for the chat to vote for you, and you can steal a win here.
Oh wow. I'm not sure. I'll let them do. They know what to do. I tried my best. I have two colors. What else do you want?
We think they know what to do. But all right, let's just move on to Chris. Chris looking relaxed. Chris looking like he's got this in the bag. It's either an air of immediate defeat or super confidence.
So here's the thing, Flake. I drew my picture and I was actually very proud of it. And then I looked back down and I realized my placement of the burning head is maybe a little bit questionable. So,
Lord,
oh God,
I'll let chat decide.
Let's just. Oh my God. What the living hell is that? First of all, it looks like Carrot Top getting a blowjob. That's what it looks like. Okay?
Well, look, he's got half the burnt up, messed up face. He's got the guy with the flames. I just put him a little bit low. That's all.
Okay. He also has like football gear on. Apparently,
it looks cape. Like. Come on, it's his cape. Is it accurate? I think so.
It looks like he's playing some sort of weird sport from like the year 2225, where he's like, you have to like a headband and you're playing with a flaming meteor that you have to score through. I don't know. Have you guys seen Starship Troopers? Like that game that they play? This looks exactly like what they're doing, except the ball's on fire.
Correct. Okay.
Now, is there any way that you can kind of salvage this from a 18 plus rating?
Oh no, God no! It's NC-17 for sure, but I think it somewhat accurately represents the card.
Okay, sure. I'll take it. Congratulations, Chris. You might have outdid Burza. All right, well there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All three contestants have presented their drawings, so put them up once more. And if you all bug Burza enough, maybe he'll send you one of these drawings in the mail. Because dear God, keep voting rather. And now's a good chance again. Last chance to go !keg party for your chance to win. And Chris with a resounding 57%.
Flaming blowjobs for the win.
Yes, indeed. The oh God,
I lost the paper.
Well, I mean. The chat knows what they want to see, Charlie, and that's basically how it goes. But check that out. Coming from behind and getting a 13-point tie for first between Burza and Christo. So Christo, I guess the title is defended because there's no title changes in a DQ, and in this case, I guess a tie is sort of the same thing. But there it is, amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to Arya. Arya, what a phenomenal effort that we had here. It was a great showing. 11 points. You did your best. Benny's probably in the background cheering you on, and we did what we could. And you made some a wonderful effort.
Yeah, and thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. Technically, I ended up second if the first place was a tie. So, hey.
That's a good way to put it. Absolutely. Or you're dead last. I mean, there's either of those are correct.
You never say out that no.
This is a different kind of game show. That's yeah. There's no prizes. There's no pride. We just leave with a little part of our humanity evaporated. But thank you so much for being on the show. I'm glad you had a good time. For the few that do not know you, where can we find you and what's going on in your life right now?
Yeah, you can find me on here on Twitch on GhostArya. I usually stream Gwent Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. I sometimes do something else. Just stop by, hang out with me and Benny. It's always chill time.
Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much, Arya. We'll see you soon. And we're going to move on to Christo now. Chris, like that last one was just was that kind of like your sort of Hail Mary attempt, pull the goalie with like down 3 goals with 5 minutes left and just try to make, something out of nothing?
I swear it was a complete accident. I did not mean to depict a flaming blowjob. It just happened accidentally. I really, like I said, I dug deep down. I thought I put something good on the paper, but at the end of the day, chat wants what chat wants, and I thank them for giving me that tie and retaining my championship for another week.
I suppose, yeah, but I mean, it's like it's kind of like how they have like the WWE title and then the heavyweight title, like, or the world title. Then there's like the undisputed title. It's a mess, but you got a belt, so that's what counts. So thank you, Chris. Now again, for those who do not know where to find you, where can we get access to the cafe?
Absolutely. So you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, the one Christo right down here. You'll see me back here in 2 weeks, assuming the show doesn't get canceled. And you can occasionally find me doing other random shows on 983 TV.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Chris. And finally, the best friend of Bob the Squirrel himself, the Pawel Burza. Now, you have been very silent regarding leaks, so we applaud you for that, because you have not gotten in trouble as you might have, let's say, yesterday. But it's all good. We appreciate it. Burza, thank you so much for being on the show. I hope you had a good time.
Oh man, it was awesome. Thank you for having me. I'm happy that I was not dead last, because that's what I kind of expected based on my preparation. Yeah, amazing show. A lot of fun. I think I cried out of laughter twice already, so totally.
Well, I cried out of fear of this channel getting shut down, so that's pretty good.
Everything's fine.
We're okay. Don't worry. You're still employed until maybe next week, but it's all good. Honestly, Burza, thank you so much, my man, for being on the show. Now, you don't necessarily typically stream, but you do have a close tie, obviously, to CDPR and all the stuff coming down the pipe. Is there anything that you can kind of lead us towards or lean towards? Maybe I can poke and prod and hopefully get something out of you. I'm gonna beat you like a pinata, my friend.
I mean, you gotta watch Twig, and you have to tune in on Monday to the Play Gwent channel to check out our roadmap stream with the update also happening on Tuesday. You gotta check all that stuff out, and I will not be leaking anything because I already leaked the roadmap, kind of. So yeah,
right.
But it's just an image, and you need Jason talking about it. I mean, without Jason, the whole thing doesn't make sense.
Exactly. The profanity on your part is more like drawn, whereas Slama's the one who swears out loud. So we're looking forward to having him on the next image. And there it is, friends. Good old Pee-Pee. It is Pee-Pee Leaker. That's amazing. That is one hell of that is one erotic Ninja Turtle if I've ever seen one. Real scary. Thank you so much, Burza, for being on the show, my man. I'll see you soon. And again, thank you, everybody who has watched this show. I got to do some thank yous, obviously, to Mark Theus, the producer, the guy who puts everything, that you see here together and pulls all the strings. He's on the phone with me right now, giving me all the directions and saying, okay, wrap it up, Flake, wrap it up. But friends, thank you so much for viewing. Thanks to Ryan for the kegs that were given away at the end. So exclamation point keg party. I think that we were a couple seconds left for that. And to you, the viewer, because without you guys, literally, this is just us talking to ourselves. But thank you very much. You are loved. Never forget that. Be kind to one another. And I will see you soon from all of us here at Gwent Trivia. We'll see you next time. We've got the one Christo coming back to defend. We've got Vlad Tortsov, the esports director at CDPR. And we have some random guy, just Joe Blow, Jason Slama is going to be on the next episode. So you want to be here for that. All right, friends, from myself to you, I love you. See you soon. Bye.